You know what's funny about crime in America? Ask 10 people about safe cities, and you'll get 10 completely different answers. Some will say, just avoid big cities. Others will tell you, nowhere is safe anymore. And then there are the people on Reddit who insist their city is perfectly safe, as long as you know which streets not to walk on. But here's the reality. There are cities in the United States right now where crime is not just low, it's surprisingly low. We're talking about places where violent crime is far below the national average of about 361 incidents per 100,000 people. Places where people actually go for walks at night, and the biggest neighborhood drama is someone's dog barking too much. Sounds ideal, right? Well, not so fast. Because just like cheap housing or perfect weather, safety always comes with trade offs. Sometimes it's higher cost of living, sometimes it's slower lifestyle, and sometimes it's just plain boring. Today, we're breaking down 5 US cities where crime is surprisingly low, backed by real data, real trends, and yes, real opinions from people who actually live there. Like the video, subscribe, because one day you might decide you've had enough chaos, and when that day comes, you'll want to know where life feels just a little more under control. Starting with number 5. Number 5. Frisco, Texas. Frisco, Texas. If you've never heard of it, don't worry, you're not alone. But quietly, this Dallas suburb has become one of the safest cities in America. We're talking extremely low crime rates, with some reports showing total crime incidents well below national averages, and in certain years, even approaching near zero homicide levels. And it's not just numbers. Frisco is one of those places where everything feels organized. Clean neighborhoods, new infrastructure, schools that people actually move for. Reddit users describe it like this: feels like nothing bad ever happens here. Safe, but almost too perfect. It's like living in a simulation where everything works. But here's the catch: it's expensive and growing fast. What used to be a quiet suburb is now one of the fastest growing areas in Texas. Traffic is increasing, housing prices are climbing, and that peaceful, low crime environment, it's starting to feel a little crowded. Picture this. You're walking through a perfectly maintained neighborhood. No noise, no chaos, just silence and the distant sound of someone power washing their driveway for no reason. It feels safe. It feels controlled. It almost feels too perfect. Number 4. Irvine, California. Now let's talk about Irvine. If safety had a corporate headquarters, it would probably be here. Irvine consistently ranks as one of the safest large cities in America, with violent crime rates far below the national average. And when I say planned city, I mean planned. Everything is intentional. Roads, parks, neighborhoods, it all feels like it was designed by someone who really, really hates surprises. Reddit comments about Irvine are brutally honest. Safest place I've ever lived. Also the most boring. You could leave your door unlocked, but why would you? And that's kind of the trade-off. It's safe because it's controlled. Highly controlled. But that control comes with a cost, literally. Housing prices are some of the highest in the country. Cost of living is steep. And culture, let's just say it's more polished suburb than vibrant city. Picture this: wide, clean streets, perfect landscaping, quiet neighborhoods where nothing seems ever out of place. It feels safe because everything is exactly where it's supposed to be, including you. Number 3. Naperville, Illinois. Naperville is what happens when a suburb figures everything out and just sticks with it. Located outside Chicago, it's consistently ranked among the safest cities in the US, with crime rates significantly below national averages. And unlike some safe cities, Naperville actually has life, a real downtown. Restaurants, parks, river walks. It doesn't feel empty, it feels complete. Reddit users often say, best place to raise a family. Safe, clean, predictable. You trade excitement for stability. And that's the pattern you'll start noticing. Safety often comes with predictability. Picture this: a Saturday afternoon. Families walking by the river, kids playing, people eating outside without checking over their shoulder every 5 minutes. It's calm. It's structured. It's exactly what a lot of people are looking for. But if you crave chaos, energy, unpredictability, this might feel like living inside a very nice routine. Number 2. Virginia Beach, Virginia. Now, this one surprises people. Virginia Beach. You hear beach city and you expect crowds, chaos, maybe a little bit of trouble. But statistically, it's one of the safest large cities in the US, with violent crime rates well below the national average. And it's not just numbers. There's something about the layout of the city, spread out, suburban, coastal, that naturally reduces density and in turn reduces crime. Reddit users say things like, feel safe almost everywhere. Military presence helps. Quiet, maybe too quiet in some areas. Because yes, this is still a beach city, but not the wild party all night type. Picture this. You're walking along the shoreline in the evening. Families, couples, people jogging. No tension, no noise, just waves and conversation. It's peaceful. Almost unexpectedly peaceful. And that's what makes it stand out. And now, number 1. Carmel, Indiana. If you've never heard of it, that's kind of the point, because Carmel quietly ranks as one of the safest cities in the United States, with extremely low violent crime rates and one of the lowest crime costs per capita in the country. This is the kind of place where crime is so low, people start worrying about things like traffic circles. Yes, seriously, Carmel is famous for having dozens of roundabouts. Reddit users describe it perfectly. Safe to the point of being ridiculous. Nothing happens here. Great if you want peace, not great if you want excitement. And that's the reality. Carmel isn't flashy. It's not trendy. It's not trying to be anything. It's just safe. Picture this. Tree-lined streets, clean sidewalks, quiet neighborhoods where the loudest sound might be someone closing their garage door. No chaos, no unpredictability, just stability. For some people, that's everything. So there you have it. 5 US cities where crime is surprisingly low. But here's the thing nobody tells you. Safety isn't random. It's built, and it usually comes with trade-offs. Higher costs, slower lifestyles, less excitement. The same things that make a city safe often make it feel quieter, calmer, sometimes even a little boring. But maybe that's the point. Because in a world where everything feels unpredictable, there's something powerful about a place where life just works. So here's the question. Would you trade excitement for safety? Would you live in a city where nothing happens because nothing bad happens? Drop your answer in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like. Subscribe for more honest looks at American cities, the good, the bad, and the surprisingly peaceful. And I'll see you in the next one.